So I want to talk about today when a man says, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. We say that a lot, don't we? I don't know. I can't tell you how many counseling sessions I've been in and my wife has been in with wives or fiancés, even mothers with the sons, because he keeps saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And I've actually discovered out why we say, I don't know. It's because we don't know. Seriously, sometimes we really don't know. And if this is the case, I think there has to be space. I mentioned this before. There has to be space or time in this man's life when he fully understands who he is. Because if he hasn't had a collision course with who he is and who God has created for him to be, you're going to be seeking a period from a walking question mark. He doesn't know who he is. Yes, he may have the beard. Yes, he may have the body. Yes, he may have the money, but he still doesn't know who he is. A male is a state of birth, but becoming a man is a matter of choice. I believe that's one reason why men say many times, I don't know. A second reason why we say, I don't know, is because sometimes you just don't listen. You have not created an atmosphere that's safe for him to vent. If he vents, it's going to backfire on him. You're going to start yelling at him, over talking him. And so he says, I don't know, as a peace attempt. I don't want to reveal how I really feel, and it upset her, and how I'm feeling never gets handled. So I'd rather keep peace. I'd rather hold my peace and keep it to myself versus for me to actually begin to articulate what it is, and my articulation of my issue causes World War III. I don't know. And granted, I do believe there should be some reciprocity in this area. I do believe if he wants you to listen to him, he should also listen to you. Maturity is not when you're holding a record of wrongs and constantly pointing out the flaws in each other. That's not going to work because he's imperfect, you're imperfect, she's imperfect, he's imperfect. Y'all always going to have issues. In fact, I think the hardest thing about marriage is you know the worst about that person and they know the worst about you, but you still have to love them and you still listen to them. Despite all the crap you know about your girl and all the crap you know about your man. When he tells you something that's true, you can't bring up all the crap you know about him, and he can't bring up all the crap he knows about you. And this is why some people fail in their relationships, because they're not mature enough to let the past be the past and constantly bring up their failed moments when they're in the right moment. Right now, what they're saying is right, but you know all the times when they weren't right. So you're going to point out all the times they weren't right as justification on why you don't have the right to try to tell me what I did is not right. Y'all just going to be arguing and have issues. And sometimes a brother knows that. So when you ask him what's wrong, I don't know. And lastly, this is a little serious. I strongly believe that one of the many things that hindered us as men is when we were little boys, we were told, stop crying. That's for girls. Suck it up. All that did was create a generation of men who don't know how to express ourselves, our emotions, without questioning our masculinity. I'm not saying or giving you a permission slip to allow your son to be a crybaby, but when my son cries, I don't tell him, stop crying. I ask him, why are you crying? I'm classically conditioning him to be able to express how he feels. And as his father, if he's crying over a broken toy, then I inform him, okay, we don't need to cry over a toy that we could fix or we could replace. He's still being taught how to release his emotions with health and what's worth even being emotional over. That's not crippling his masculinity. That's raising up a king that knows how to vent and knows how to articulate how he feels. Because no woman wants a man with big biceps and a small heart. And one of the strongest things a man could do with the person he loves and trusts, emphasis on trust, is be vulnerable. And that's such a rare quality to possess that it's almost uncommon to collide with a man that knows how to articulate when something doesn't sit well with him or hurts him, and he does it in a healthy and a balanced way without saying, I'm good, I'm straight, I'm cool. And I believe this imprisonment of emotions started when we were little boys and we were told, stop crying, suck it up, that's for girls. Those are just a few reasons on why I believe men say, I don't know. Redefine TV, or redefining relationships righteously.